I just don't know if the film bridged a gap between what it did visually and what it was asking for me to feel. There's this tension where the horror is working. The horror was clever, it was strong, but the character isn't grounded in a way to where the horror felt earned. So overall, just like the resolution, the story, the completeness of this, it didn't feel like it all accumulated. So take the horror aspect away from it. The character, the story, I couldn't. So I saw Hokum starring Adam Scott a couple days ago. I had to sit on this movie. I didn't know how it felt really right after it. Formally, this movie is very strong. The lighting, the shadows, the way information is withheld and then revealed is done very well. And it creates this constant tension where you're not reacting to just what you see, but what you also don't understand. So the ambiguity is where the horror is actually living here for this movie, for me at least. And it's very effective. But I'd say where the film started to lose me, it wasn't in the horror. The horror was done very well. It was clever. What was losing me was the perspective of the main character and the main character overall. Because at the center of it is this very familiar emotional framework. Grief, detachment, anger, and it's filtered through a character who feels intentionally like difficult to connect with. The distance and the detachment, it stopped being a tool for the plot and it became something like a barrier, like it was withholding me from the story. And no, I'm not asking him to be likable in any way. I don't need a likable character to appreciate a character, but I'm asking for him to feel human, like something that's accessible at least. Adam Scott didn't blow me away, and I don't know if I needed that, but I was unsatisfied with this character. So even though the film is strong formally, the emotional core, the emotional aspect just didn't carry that same weight. And I think the movie was trying to do that. The craft was real. Like, this was curated, this was detailed, it was beautiful, and the fear was effective. And that's pretty much all I got about Hokum. I did enjoy it. It was a fun theater experience. I was actually scared plenty of times. Like, my head was glued to the seat. But yeah, I do recommend. Go watch this, go to theaters. I support getting off your ass and going to the movies.